Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be testing out some Mono Red. This deck's been putting up some real numbers on the ladder recently. Has a lot of reach, can really deal with Grixis. Looks like it goes a little bit mid-range, partially through. But let's see how we do. Yeah, so I'm a gigantic fan of Mono Red. Alright, so what do we have here? We got a pretty amazing first hand. Oh, he's saying hello. Let's give him a little high back. Alright, let's see here. Let's get a nice little Swiftspear going. I believe he's mono white, that's the only reason I played the Kumano first. Alright. Let's go ahead and make this a 3-3. He's probably going to have to block here. I'm not sure if this version actually plays a Django, so it looks like he doesn't have an Django in his hand, which is probably good for us. Okay, so it's definitely the Naya Justice list that's been going around. I do believe we have a fantastic matchup against this. We do run main board Abrades, you know, we have the Obliterating Bolts in the sideboard. We're hanging out. Alright, we have a pretty meaty attack right here. So... just in case he decides to maybe flip that later in the game, I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Get in for at least 4 here. Nice. Yes, we're really looking for a land off the top right here. Just any kind of reach to maybe close this out. Yeah, this game's looking like it may be over already. I'm not sure if that's enough. Well, sheesh. So the question is, turn 5, he's probably going to invoke Justice, but he can't invoke Justice anything. Yeah, I do think this is the play then. Just get rid of that mana source, get in for at least 2 here, and then we have the 6 in the hand. Yeah, basically everything's getting exiled here, so even if he does top deck in a Django, I mean, can't really target anything. Discards a Peasant, which means he has a body he can play here, or at the very least, an Invoke. But if we top deck a land, the game's just over. Let's see. Right, so that was expected. Gives it a lifelink. Yeah, that might be a mistake, especially if we top deck a land. Yeah, it's looking like it's over, right? Any crews? Doing this because the Lightning Strike is definitely going to end the game, and if not, we have a hasted Thundering Raiju, which will deal at least 1. We'll get through at least 1. So he has to gain at least 2 life here, which I'm not really sure how this deck is going to do that. Classic. Buster. So yeah, now this guy's on life support. Basically, any burn spell will just end the game. We have about 9 more in the deck. Not too worried about this. So I need a lot more than a Fable. Probably means a Sanctuary Warden is coming soon. Wedding announcement. Yep, so that's exactly what we needed. Move 2 attacks, 1 to the face, lightning strike. So, game 2 is going to be a lot different. The main idea here, he's going to have some things going on that I don't want to deal with. And it is the Invoke Justice list. So we're going to bring in the hearse. Let's see here. Didn't really get to see too much. The game was just kind of over. Kumano stays in. These stay in, these stay in, these stay in. Definitely cut the dwarf. I do like the Feldon. Maybe 1 hearse. I do feel like some stuff is going to be exiled here. So maybe we do cut back on a chick. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. We definitely don't cut back on the chick. We cut back on the Shivan. So I kind of like this. It's not looking too bad. Let's see what's going on. All right. You know, I actually really like this hand. Very playable for certain. This into a Feldon. Gonna braid any annoying things. Probably gonna drop another Spirited Companion. Maybe a Peasant. Yeah. Okay. He doesn't seem to be blocking with these. However, we can assume if he does block, he will play the Ajango. So if he blocks here, that's just a mistake. Nice. We're gonna play that Mishra's Foundry. Curve right into that Thundering Raiju. That's a good answer. Swinging there was a mistake. So yeah, that's just the classic. I mean, against Mono Red, you have to be really careful about your attacks. That one attack, useless. I mean, he did 1 damage. I mean, what even is that? And the whole idea behind playing so many Squee is because we play so many Phoenix chicks, right? We have to make them choose what exactly is what do they not want to deal with is the main question. And he's saying, I don't want to deal with the Squee, which I could totally get behind. So let's see here. Yeah, we're just gonna do it like this. And the reason behind pumping the Goblin token is mainly because I kind of want him to deal with the Raiju. If he's going to choose anything, he has to deal with the Raiju, right? So it doesn't make sense to really buff the Raiju. Okay. That's why we have so many Abrades. Lay down arms. Oh. That's just unfortunate, man.
Remember your training.
Just very, very unfortunate. That appears to be lethal. Yeah, so that new Naya Justice tech, I mean, it's great. However, it's just too greedy. That's why Mono Red is doing so hot right now. I mean, there's just too many decks that are trying to do... Did I have fun? Did we have fun, guys? I had fun. There's just too many decks trying to do essentially unfair strategies. So the lower you go, I mean, the quicker they have to answer things. If you're playing an unfair deck, I mean, you kind of have to come at it from the point of my sideboard. What's in my sideboard? I mean, you need multiple kill spells, you need multiple ways to deal with annoying creatures, and that kind of like limits your options against, you know, the majority of the meta. I mean, who's playing, you know, a bunch of 1/1s and 2/2s? I mean, it's Azorius Soldiers, which is kind of meh in the meta right now because it doesn't really do too hot against Grixis. Grixis is really hot. Naya Justice, I'm not even sure why people are playing this right now. It honestly doesn't make sense. But as always, we're going to go first. I would argue that this is keepable, simply because of the play with fire. It's very greedy. There's a chance we just lose on the spot. I will take a mulligan here, though. You know, that's really unfortunate. But, you know, we're queuing into Unknown. I'm not really sure what he's playing. I do prefer this over the first hand, though, because there's just no telling if I'm going to actually draw any land or not. Okay. So this is probably the new Esper list. Yeah, we're going to keep that for sure. This new Esper Legends list, I want to say that we do have a good matchup against this. They have Steel Seraph. Hopefully, that's the list he's running. Just gonna slam this. No counter. This guy's probably in trouble. Don't have to worry about a Brotherhood end. He's not in those colors. You can play around Destroy Evil with the Raiju. Yeah, okay. Essentially forcing him to have an answer for Squee. We want to keep all our creatures under 4 toughness, simply for Destroy Evil. The Wanderer may be coming out soon, however he doesn't have double white. That's the only reason I swung out here. That looks like a really greedy block as well. Put him at 4. Essentially half our deck kills this guy off the top. Yeah, and that's just next game. I mean, he's going to have Denix on the board. Let's see here. So certainly Obliterating Bolt. I believe the list does run Shieldred. Not sure if there's a case for that. I would like another Abrade. I'm kind of liking this right here. I'm trying to determine if that's actually enough. Maybe we take out the Devastators. They are in black and white, so they will have a lot of exile effects. We're going to make them choose between Squee. However, I'm going to side out a single Squee, because being on the draw is not the best play for Squee. Not a big fan of that Dwarf. Not really sure. I guess it's for the burn effect, yeah. Let's see here. You know, this is actually a really hard cut. I'm going to go with Play with Fire, simply because that Scry, you know, it doesn't seem that important on the draw. I do get an extra, complete, 1 more card than this guy. It is just 2 damage, the weakest burn spell. And I know people are going to probably argue, no, Kumano is definitely, but no, you're wrong. Absolutely. Grey Hand. Especially if we top deck a land. Imagine. So as always, you lead with the chick. Play around cut down, you know, play around grasp, go for the throat. I want the Swiftspear to survive because it's going to be the main way we're going to get rid of, you know, most of his big guys. You you know, kind of play with him. It just forces unfavorable blocks. There's the go for the throat. That's fantastic. Now we can Swiftspear into strike. Uses a nut. Oh no. Yeah, that guy's begging for a land. Classic. If you can deal 5, you deal 5 every single day of the week. If you can do more than that, you do more than that every single time. So they do play Shieldred. We want to keep this clock ticking. $10 damage. We have at least 2, 3. Okay. So yeah, the Rending Flame absolutely coming in. Looks like he may have sided out Rafine. It's fine. The question is, what is he holding on to? Certainly a Wanderer, right? But he can't even play it. Siphon Insight? I am not sure if that's going to be enough. I mean, maybe if he takes a Lightning Strike off the top. I mean, if he hits Feldon, that's best case scenario, right? I mean, maybe we draw into, you know, any kind of reach at all, just kind of ends this game. Yeah, okay, he realizes that too. He's going to go to 7. He has a bunch of pain lands too. And the reason why I'm opting to go face is because that Plaza of Heroes can actually blow us out pretty hard. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay. So we are going to keep him on this clock. Question is, do we Feldon here? I think we may just Feldon. Ah, that may be a mistake though. I think we try to keep him around the 5 to 7 area. I'm going to Sokenzan. Just any kind of reach will just end this game on the spot. Looks like he fumbled a land. Swinging with that. What does that mean? I mean, shoo. I just don't think it's worth to block that. I mean, the way that I see us winning this is we go wide enough. We just have to go wide. Again, we could have Sokenzan there. I'm thinking he may have some kind of wipe. Fantastic draw. Oh, okay, yeah, it's legendary, that's right. Do swing out here. Wanderer takes 2. Go for the throat. Thinking maybe we can get this guy to overextend. It would be very bad if you picked up a Lightning Strike off the top. Doesn't look like that's the case, because we do need that strike very bad. Oh my god, he got it. Okay. Okay. Really? Okay. He's in that 7 range. He does swing out here. Okay. What does he have, though? He's essentially banking on us not having it. Okay. As long as it's not a Lightning Strike. There's just so many ways we can end this game right now. Okay. Let's see what we draw off the top here. Hopefully it's some sort of reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're one off. That's so unfortunate. Maybe we can bluff it somehow. I'm not even sure. Yeah, we're just kind of one off, aren't we? Unless, well, no, the Dennick's in the battlefield. Or, let's see. Yeah, we don't have a chicken here either, do we? Oh my god, he just killed himself? There's no way that just happened, right? Okay, so the pain was completely relevant. That is actually hilarious. Who would have thought that, you know, he would have done something like that? That's actually insane. Yeah, I say we just keep on pushing it. That just does not make any sense. I cannot believe that happened. That poor guy was just trying to... He just got greedy. He just got insanely greedy. And you can't do that against mono red. Oh my... So if you play mono red, typically you do want a hand like this. Yeah, I see how this is winning challenges now. All these just greedy decks. That's insane. Obviously, turn 1 Kumano. We're gonna curve right in that Feldon. Okay, let's see here. Rakdos. Let's just make him have it. He doesn't. So he's gonna need... he's gonna need a miracle. He definitely has to go for the throat. Even worse, he definitely has the Infernal Grasp. We've got him right where we want him. I mean, a land off the top is devastating. Probably ends the game on just on the spot. Oh, Lord. This poor guy. And the only reason we're keeping this, remember, it does have a very good ward effect. Send the other goblin here. Now we've got him in strike range. Don't think that matters. Sheesh. These people, I mean, do you see what they're doing? This is why this deck is just so successful. They're just, like, come on, man. You're curving, and you're hoping to curve into a Shieldred. This is the deck. You hope to curve into your 4-5 that may win you the game. It's almost embarrassing. I feel like this is a very simple one. I mean, Rakdos plays about 8 to 12 creatures, you know, in the creature heavy list, about 12. We mainly worry about Blood Tithe, because it does kill just about everything in our deck. And since this deck is more of a 1-for-1 deck, you kind of want to get as much value as you can. Maybe the Fable comes in. He's going to have a hard time getting rid of Squee and Chick, so we're keeping those in. So these are keeps, keeps, keeps. Debatable. Deals with Buster. God, I don't see a real reason other than the prowess triggers. You know, I don't see why. Maybe we just take that out. It's just not going to be relevant enough. I don't see us getting 5 mana in this game quite often. Feldon has to stay in. Just a monster. Lightning Strike, Uncuttable, Fable. Bringing it in because, you know, he's going to side in as much single target removal as possible. He may bring in Malicious Intent, you know, or Compliance or whatever it's called. Craft Cranarium. Let's see here. I do think we can get away with 2 Play with Fires because we are bringing in a lot of stuff. Shivan Devastator may end the game for us. Yeah, I think I like that. Alright, let's see what we're getting ourselves into. Once again, I mean, our previous hand. Sheesh. This may not put enough pressure, and he did snap keep. I mean, what do we even have here, really? I don't like the idea of trying to grind against Rakdos. Definitely a mulligan. I do like this. Considering the fact we have a Feldon, I think it's safe to keep here, and we are on the draw. So I do expect to hit at least one land. Once again, make him have to cut down for the chick. Because the chick can always come back. Swiftspear can't. Okay. Let's see here. Feldon. Yep. Go for throat. There it is. And that lines up perfectly into Squee. Nice. Classic. That dodges Liliana. He plays around a lot of things. Yeah, look at him. That's the deck. That's how you beat this deck. And now this Rakdos 1-for-1 deck is going to have a hard time coming back from this. I mean, Sheoldred may do something here. But if we draw a land, I mean, it's just going to be pretty hard. Yeah, okay. That's a good answer. Alright. Definitely think we saved the Raiju. I want to draw off this Feldon. I also want to play Squee. Put him in strike range. 3 cards left. If we play this, we do get to Squee him next turn. Okay, let's see here. I want to get Feldon out of strike range. That seems to have been the best play possible. Looks like we can kill him with a lot of things. Yeah, so keeping the Feldon simply due to the fact that it's a modified creature. Raiju is going to do work. We have Chick, we have Kumano, we have Squee. And that's it. Yeah, so this deck is pretty powerful. I'll go over the deck list one more time. Definitely do plan on playing that a lot more often. Yeah, I don't think I'd change a single thing. As I said earlier, I mean, the Squee and the Phoenix Chick combo, it's genius. They have to deal with one or the other with their exile effects. And if they're not careful, you can just have random damage coming at you from nowhere. The Dwarven, I was not a big fan of it. But now I'm a believer. I'm a complete believer in the 1-of. Makes a lot of sense. Shivan Devastator didn't get to see much play. I'll probably take out one. Not sure what I'd replace it with, but I'm a big fan. Huge fan of the sideboard. It just makes a lot of sense. It's very clean. It's easy to understand what you need to take out in just about every scenario. I may... Well, no. I don't think I would change a single thing. Even the Fable seemed kind of useful at some points. Yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I am doing a Ragavan giveaway. Make sure you comment your Cash App. Very excited for the future of this channel. Hope you guys had a great time, and I will catch you later.